Howdy, howdy. It is not morning today. And also, it's raining out. The rain is knocking all the leaves off the trees. So, not quite as colorful out right now. We had a wild night last night out on the town for Halloween weekend, you know? It's a college town, so everything's just going crazy for the weekend. Today, I am filming on the mini TV lens, the little 16 millimeter, just the tiny little thing that I used it in one or two of Breakfast with Bevs before, and it's got a new thing that I've got a little adapter for like a wide angle. So it's a 16 millimeter, and then it's got a 0.5x wide angle adapter. So in theory, it's an 8 millimeter lens, and the settings I have it on right now is 4K, which crops it in, so it's more zoomed in, and then enhance like the highest level of stabilization, so that crops it in even more. So this is the most zoomed in that the setting for this lens can actually be. If I set it to like 1080p with no stabilization, you're gonna see so wide that it'll be like the other episodes where I'm in a circle frame, you know? It's a Mustang getting towed. I've got another batch of fried eggs today. Today, I went harder with the onion powder, just trying different seasoning blends, try to figure out what I like. So yeah, last night we went out on the town. I wasn't really feeling like going out at first, and I didn't even have a costume, and I was just like, I don't want to spend the money. But then I ended up going to Goodwill to see if I could find something to put together a costume. My idea was the man in the yellow hat with Curious George, and so I was looking for just like a yellow hat, or like a yellow wide brim hat, or a tie, and then I also needed a little stuffed monkey. And lucky enough, I found this cool yellow pattern tie for $2, and this monkey for $3. And so I was like, all right, this is just too perfect. I'll pick these up and go out to the parties, you know? Because I already had a yellow like baseball cap, which is good enough, and I had a yellow jacket, so I'm like, yeah, let's just do it. I'll be the man in the yellow hat. We'll go out with George, have a good time. And it was a very fun night. But then also at Goodwill, I was looking in the furniture section, and kind of like hidden behind some big shelves, there's this really weird looking contraption, and I did some research on it. I looked at it, and it was like, it's a film photo enlarger. It's basically a projector, and it's got all these little knobs and motors to like adjust the lens up and down to like change the size and stuff. And it's a giant contraption. It's like probably this tall off the ground. It's a big old thing with lights and motors. And they were asking $60 for it, which is kind of a lot for Goodwill stuff. But I'm like, this looks like a really nice piece of machinery. Like, it's all wood and metal. It's like cast iron. Like, this is like old machinery meant to last, you know? And so I'm like, I'm gonna look this up, see what this is about, because this kind of seems valuable. And it also just looks cool. And I was kind of looking at furniture just to like, I don't really want to buy anything big because then I have to transport it to Cleveland, but I did just get the apartment, so I'm kind of looking at furniture. And that's totally a Bev thing to do, is just buy old equipment to decorate my apartment instead of buying actual furniture. So anyway, I was like really tempted to get it. And I look up information about it. I look up the model number that's printed on it, and the things are like a couple $100. Like, new, these machines are like $2,000. Like, the exact model that I have, I was looking it up, and just like the light fixture retails for like $1,300 if you want to buy just the part new. And like used ones online are going from anywhere for $400 to $700, you know, around that range for used ones. And so I was like, yeah, worst case, I can like part it out. I could sell like the light fixture with the lens, and that would be easier to ship, and then I'd make the money back, and now I have like this big frame with a motor that I could use for something else. So like, I'm like, yeah, I gotta pick it up. So I did, and I bought it. It's still in the back of the Tucson right there, but I pull around the side to pick it up. The Goodwill employee like helps me get it in the back of my car, and it's kind of funny because right as I pull around and I open the trunk to start putting it in, both of our hands are tied because we're like lifting the thing up in there. And at that moment, my phone Bluetooth pairs to the speakers and starts blasting at full volume, like just something on autoplay. And I was like, ugh. I don't know. It was very strange. And then there was this lady there that her tire went flat, and then me and this Goodwill employee were trying to help her fix the jack up the car to help change the tire. So it was just like this whole weird series of events. But anyway, I made it out with the Photo Enlarger and with my costume. I got back here, put the costume together, and then we headed out. We went to this big old show. I guess we kind of snuck in. We were supposed to pay an admission, but we didn't. So we snuck in there. That was crazy. I think I have footage from it. I'll put a little something of what was happening. Curious George almost got stolen, or well, he did get stolen. The chick at the house party we were at tried to take him and hide him from me. She just like disappeared. And I had to like go back and like I had to go on a quest to find him. He almost got lost a couple times in the night, but he had quite an adventure. It was a fun night. I'm glad I ended up getting a costume and going out. But now it's back to work. I haven't forgotten. I will tell the story of the apartment, but not this episode, in the next episode, because I got enough stories for today. But I'm gonna grab this Photo Enlarger, take a look at it again, and show you what's up with it. Yeah, it's pretty big. I don't know if it's in frame right now, but it is long. There it is. The Photo Enlarger. Even just this little bag of parts that came with it, I think this plate I saw on eBay for like $80. So I could make back all the money from that purchase by selling whatever little accessory plate this is. Or I think this is actually what you put the film on and then slide it into the opening. Beasler, very nice brand name. They're like one of the biggest companies to make these. And so this whole assembly is like, there's a light bulb that goes in here. And then this lever kind of opens up this area where you slide the film into. And there's a giant glass lens up here. And then it projects down here. And this whole thing is like a motor that can crank the whole assembly up or down, I assume to set the size of the print. So anyway, I'm gonna get this thing inside. I'm gonna test out if all the motors and lights and everything work. But yeah, pretty cool, fun new toy. Fun little experiment. And George is happy. He's doing well. I will see you tomorrow. There's that light inside, and then there's a big lens right here that it all goes through. You stick the film on this plate that comes through here, and it projects down out the bottom. Super cool.